You can't hide from God's mercy and love. It will overtake you. Top of the morning to you. When reading Psalm 106 with the eyes of love and a determination to get to know our God better, the psalmist reveals just how patient, forgiving, merciful, and just our God is. This psalm documents how after God's people knowingly rebelled by doing evil things time and time again and suffered great repercussions from God, that he never gave up on them as his people. It came close, though, but because of great intercessors like Moses and Phinehas, the priest, verse 23 explains one incident in particular where God said he would destroy the Israelites, and he would have if Moses had not stepped in the breach before God to turn away his wrath. In verse 29 through 30, the Israelites provoked God to anger, and a plague broke out, and Phinehas interceded, and the plague was stopped. It seemed no matter how great miraculous works God did for the Israelites, they came back even harder with greater acts of disobedience, rebellion, and idolatry. You name it. If it was considered evil against God, they did it. God's mercy and love was temporarily appreciated, but soon forgotten. Verse 43 says, many times God delivered them from their rebellious ways and sank low through their iniquity. Nevertheless, verse 44 says, God regarded their distresses. In other words, he paid attention to them when he heard their cry for help. Verse 45, he earnestly remembered his covenant and relented of their sentence for evil according to the abundance of his mercy and love. One thing God's people have learned through this history of forgiveness by God is that they can go to God in verse 47 and ask him to deliver them from evil. O Lord our God, gather us from among the nations so that we can give thanks to your holy name and glory in praising you. Verse 48, blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel forever. Now that's one point of unity all of us can acknowledge, and all the people said, amen. Word of encouragement, you can't run far enough away from God's mercy and love. He will never give up on us. Despite how far we fall, the psalm assures us that he will hear our cry for help when we are distressed. It's not that God's okay with our evil deeds and how easily we forget his goodness. It's just that his unconditional love is just that, unconditional. And as it says in verse 1, his mercy and love endure forever. Have a great day.